Hey everybody, it's Brad at Dayport Brothers LLC out in Versailles, Ohio. Gonna do another walk around video followed by an operational video on this 2019 Caterpillar D3K2 XL Dozer that came in and we're putting up for sale. Like always, I'll walk around, I'll talk about the features and functions. I'll get up close to everything, I'll show you anything that I see, talk about anything that I know on this particular machine. Then of course we'll fire it up, we'll run it through its paces. Let you hear the engine, show you the pins on the blade and the pins on the cylinders where they come back up closer to the cab. Drive it around, show you it turns strong, show you the hydraulics are strong. As always, if you are in the market for a used dozer, a used piece of construction equipment, or a used piece of ag equipment, please subscribe to the channel. Please like the video. Your likes and subscriptions help other people who are looking for equipment find our videos and find our machines, and we truly do appreciate it. All right, like I said, this one is a 2019 Cat D3K2 XL. Cab, heat, air, 6-way blade. It has blade shake, grade control, backup camera, 17,465 pound operating weight, 16-inch pads, 104-inch blade, air ride seat, radio, and this one has only 1,821 hours. Kind of excited to get into this video. Pretty doggone nice dozer. We don't get a ton of these later model dozers in, so I'm always excited when we get one. Here in a little bit, like I said, we'll fire it up. We'll show you the pins up here. Nothing I wouldn't expect for 1,800 hours. Pretty darn tight. There's a little bit of play. They're not brand new pins, but they're far from sloppy. Definitely life left here. As you can see, even the back side of the blade still has quite a bit of the original paint. We are starting to chip off some of the paint down here on the lower arms. Looks like typical, just kind of starting around the edges and flaking away. Very common with all these newer machines, but especially with a dozer. Obviously you're pushing and a lot of stuff bouncing around down here. First we'll take a look here at our side shields. We'll look inside the engine compartment later, but here on the hood, everything up here is nice and straight. We'll look at the front later. Nice and bright paint here. You can see there's some light scuffs here and there, a few little rock chips here and there. I mean, nothing out of the ordinary. It's still a used dozer, but still retains almost all, I'd say 90% of the paint, even down to here, 95% of the paint. You can see just some light scuffs and scratches down here in the bottom. But very straight there, and again, like I said, that paint's nice and bright. Decals are still good. We'll show you these cylinder pins up here later. They're nice and tight as well. Everything down here on the side of the frame looks really good. Try to go slow here so you can see everything. Taking a good look here at the pads. We'll get a good look here at the undercarriage. As you can see there, pads, the cleats are still nice and tall. Starting to kind of come over on the edge a little bit. Not perfectly square, but definitely life left here in these pads. As you can see there, back side of the pads are nice and straight, not all wavy. Coming down here, looking at the chain, you can see everything looks really good here. I'll try to get my camera up in here. I don't know how well you guys can see, but on the pins and bushings, there's a little bit of flat edge starting, but lots of life left here in this undercarriage. Taking a good look at the sprockets. I know it's a little hard with the sun the way it is sometimes, but there's life left in the sprockets there. And then taking a little step back, looking at the side rail here on the undercarriage, still retains a lot of that original paint there. As you can see, it is starting to get some scuffs and scratches. It is still a 6-year-old 1,800 hour dozer. It's not brand new, but it is pretty doggone nice. And as you can kind of see in here on the side of the frame, I know with the shadows cast the way they are, it's hard to see that, but that paint's still nice and good. There's some scuffs and scratches in here, nothing out of the ordinary, but overall pretty doggone nice. Coming back here, looking at this rear corner, again, nice and straight. There's some scratches here in this decal, nothing out of the ordinary there, but no huge dents or dings. Everything looks really good here. Everything in here looks good. This back corner, again, nice and straight there. Doesn't look like it's been backed into anything or banged into anything. Nice and straight back here. Down here, our drawbar, everything looks really good here. There you can see just how bright and reflective that paint is. You can Again, back here on this back back portion, everything's nice and straight. All of these shields that protect our tanks are good. Backup camera, everything looks really good here. Same thing over here on this side. There are some small chips here and there. I mean, it is a used Dozer. Coming around to this corner here, again, nice and straight, no huge dents or dings. Some light scuffing here in the paint. I don't know how well you guys can even see it, but, and you can see there, nice and reflective paint, but there's some light scuffing here. Again, same thing on that decal. Overall, just a very nice Dozer though. Doors open and close very well. No huge dents or dings in those. Everything looks good in here in the battery compartment. Looking at the undercarriage on this side, matches up really well to the other side. Lots of life left here in this undercarriage. Cleats are still nice and tall there. The grousers, backside of those pads are good. Down here again. This side maybe shows just a little bit more wear on the chain here. You can see just a little bit more wear here than the other side had. Still plenty of life left here. Let's see if I can get this camera up underneath here. You guys can see pins and bushings there. Again, same thing as the other side, starting to get a little bit of a flat edge. Sprockets are good. Again, taking a little step back, looking at the side frame of the undercarriage here. Again, still retains a lot of that original yellow paint. And then up in here, you can see a little better on this side with the sun not being so bright over here. You can see in there on the side frame of the machine, still retains a lot of that original yellow paint. Some scuffs, scratches, nothing out of the ordinary there. Coming around, steps good on this side. Looking at the hood and everything on this side, doesn't open up on this side. They're bolted on, but nice and straight again. There you can see just how bright that yellow paint is, how reflective it is. There's some light scuffing here and there, nothing out of the ordinary. Again, no huge dents or dings there. I'm not seeing anything that looks like it's been cracked or welded or plated anywhere on any of these cylinders or the back of the blade anywhere. Looks really good here. Again, you can see the back side of that blade still retains quite a bit of that paint. Coming up to the front, I know it's a little hard to tell it, but still just a little bit of it's starting to get a little rusty from it being here, and we rinsed it off. It was fairly shiny, just surface rust, obviously from sitting outside and us washing the dust off of everything. Cutting edge is really good, no huge dents or dings there in that blade, nothing that's been patched. And like I said, you can see up close that cutting edge is good. Up here in the front, looking at the grill here, couple small spots where the fins in the bottom portion are dented up. Everything up top looks good. The radiator fins in there look really good. I'll try to hold it steady here so you can see in there. Everything looks really good there in that radiator. Top side up here at the front nose, everything looks really good there. We'll go over here and open this engine compartment and take a look down in here, see the best we can. Looks like the 2,000 hour maintenance was already done at about 1,807 hours. Looking up top here, there you can see it, trying to hold it still here so you can see everything in here nice and clean. A little bit of dust here and there, but nice and dry. There's no oil, antifreeze, or diesel running anywhere that I'm seeing. Side of that block's nice and dry. Same thing down in here. I'll try to go nice and slow so you guys can see everything. I know it's a little hard with the shadow and the sun the way it is here. Pretty darn good in here. Just overall, it's a very nice Dozer. Starts right up and runs good. Inside of that door's good. Let's see if I can, there we go. Steps are good on this side. We'll take a good look at the cab, the interior. Up top here, everything looks good on this side. Same thing there. We'll go down and walk around real quick. Just make sure everything looks good up around the top. Nice and straight here, nothing out of the ordinary there. No huge dents or dings. That backside looks really good. I know it'll be a little hard here with the sun the way it is for you guys to see there. I'll try to angle it the best I can, but very straight here. Nothing's beat up or banged up there. No huge dents or dings. All the glass seems good. I'm not seeing any cracks or spider webbing in any of that glass. Both doors open and close well. Here where you step in, I mean, just a tiny little bit of the paint starting to wear off. Very, very clean in here. This gray floor mat's in really good shape. I don't see any cuts or tears anywhere there. Looks really good. There's a little bit of dust from me and Ross both being in here this morning, running around. We have already done the operational video and taken the photos. Like I said, floor mat looks really good. Both spots where you rest your feet are good. Pedals good there. Taking a good look at the seat. Bottom seat cushion looks good. I don't see any cuts or tears there. Same thing with that backrest and the headrest. I'm not seeing any cuts or tears there. Armrests are in really good shape, as you can see in here. All this plastic's still nice and bright. Nothing all faded out and busted up. Everything looks really good. I kind of looked through. It seems like all the fins are good on all of the HVAC stuff. HVAC controls are down here. All your fins here on your ductwork seem really good. Taking a look at the left side joystick, toggle buttons are all good. All this texture still here. This plastic has like a little bit of a texture to it. All of that's still in good shape. This rubber boot down here, everything's really good here. Like I said, the armrests are really good. They still retain all their texture. Coming over to this side, looking at the joystick on this side again, all the buttons are good. That texture's all really good. This rubber boot down here is good. Armrest over here is good. Coming over here to our controls, again, all this plastic's nice and bright. You can still see all of the decals on all your buttons. Everything in here, again, our fins on our ductwork look really good. All this plastic up here, buttons up here are good. Radio, AC's blowing cold at the time of this video. See if I can show you here the dash. Everything looks good down there. There you can probably hear the radio in the background. Backup camera works like it's supposed to. As you can see there, 1,821 hours. All this up here, everything looks really good. Kind of show you there, the top side of that hood, you can see from the inside, everything looks really good there. The headliner's nice and clean. I'll try to go slow here. I don't see any water spots, really not even any dust or dirt. Just very, very clean inside here. Try not to fall here. All right, like I said, this one is a 2019 Cat D3K2 XL. Lots of photos on our website. That's listed down below in the description. If you have any questions, comment down below. We'll try to answer them for you. We'll get that door shut. We'll fire it up and get right into an operational video.